brothers and sisters, rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful, sole master's day of judgment in which we now live. The alone we serve, the alone seeks for thine help and aid. O Allah, guide us on the right path of those upon whom thou bestow thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray if they heard thy teachings. Say he Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness none is to be served, worship to praise beside Allah, who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is our true servant and last apostle. Ameen.
Assalamu alaikum. Like saying, in the name of Allah who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, the true and living God, we further thank him. For reading for our midst, the divine leader, teaching guide, in the person of Master Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Almighty God, Allah, ever be upon him. And on this coming, raise up the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Before we get started, I'd like to, brother, sister Rafiq, the family, they send the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to all the believers. And brother Captain Salim Bey, he sends the greetings from the brothers and sisters in Oakland, California. He said he just wants y'all to know that they're still here. Want us all to know they're still there. But they're running a little difficulty right now. But you know, we know after difficulty come ease. You know, so he's gonna be all right with the help of Allah. So he sends the greetings also. And I'm glad to see that my brother made it down, him and his wife. So praise be to Allah. So it's a blessing and honor to have y'all here. And I pray Allah that we all get understanding, because once we come into Islam under the guidance and leadership of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings, it's like if you read Message of the Black Man, you say, well, I read that book. No, you hadn't finished reading it, because every time you pick it up and put it down, you see something that you didn't see the first time. That's God knowledge. It's always there. It's always a learning period. And we very fortunate to be followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But as we come in the temple, the messenger told us that we have a checking procedure, and that we always check. All of us get checked, not just our visitors and brothers and sisters. All of us get checked. And we just want you to feel welcome. Know that the person sitting next to you don't have nothing. They shouldn't have anything. And we don't have no weapons. All is checked. And so we can have a peaceful meeting. And learn to love and respect each other. But you know, there's so much going on today. The teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is that even myself, sometimes we have to get understanding on what he taught. He was a divine messenger, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Allah came to seek and to save that which was lost. And he found one from among you and I to teach and guide us. That's none other than the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You don't hear about him, because the devil, when I say the devil, I'm talking about the white man. We can't put everything on the white man now, because we know who he is. The messenger pulled the cover off him. You can't hide no more. See? So we can't say, well, the devil. The devil is a man. He's white. He has blue eyes, pale skin, weak bones, pale face. He wears suits and dresses. They wear dresses. When I say devil, I'm talking about women too. The white woman is the devil also. So we have to understand that. And That's not talking about white folks or trying to belittle them or make fun of them. That's just how it is. He's the devil, the messenger said. And he always will be the devil. I'm quoting you. And don't you ever forget it. That's what he said. And he has yet to be proven wrong. He's yet to be proven wrong. You can't prove it wrong. Now you find some white folks that know that try to do right. Ain't nothing, all of them, snake is a snake. Garden snakes, they're not poison, but he's still a snake. He's not like a rattlesnake, but he's from the snake family. See, he's his nature. If he could bite you, he wish he could bite you, but he can't bite you and kill you. But his nature is to kill the black man. That's his nature. So we're very fortunate to have had a messenger to teach us. He's no longer with you and I in the physical form, but that what was given to him by Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, lives with you and I, the believers. And to know, it's a blessing, because we're living at the end of the world, the end of the white man's world, not the black man's world. The messenger taught us that the black man's world is yet to come, but the white man's world is over. We're living in the last days. This is the resurrection of the dead, so-called American Negro, mentally dead, not physically, mentally dead. Because once we die a mental death, a physical death, it's all over. If I drop dead now, I'll be here until you move me. Ain't no little spirit coming out and going up to heaven when that's it. That's the atom of life, the breath of life. Once you leave, that comes out, that's it. Hold your breath and see how long you can. You understand exactly what I'm saying, because you're going to grasp for some air. As long as you got it, can come in and out you. That's you all right. But when you go out there, that atom of life, you through. That's it. That's how it is. So ain't no resurrection raising us from a physical death like we've been taught. Go down the ground and rot. Then somebody raise you up. And you going up to heaven. See, we were taught that. The messenger taught us that fear was put in our forepans by the slave master, the white man. He's a hard taskmaster. And he gave us the religion Christianity, which is a slave-making religion, which was organized and made up by white folks to rule black people. They taught black people that when you die, you get your reward. When you die a physical death, you have to die to go to heaven. For order for you to get a reward in Christianity, you have to die a physical death first. Can't get it no other way, according to them. So they know that when you die a physical death, they know you're not coming back to tell somebody what's happening on the other side. They know this. So you go down with that. You get yours. When you die, you go to heaven. Walk the pearly gates, street paved with gold, gates silver, all this here. You got wings on, and you just fly all over God's heaven. But the messenger taught us that heaven and hell is conditions of life. It's the conditions of life. You don't have to die to go to heaven. And you don't have to die a physical death to go to hell. The messenger taught us when we have money, good homes, peace of mind and contentment, friendships in all walks of life, that's heaven. That's what you call heaven. Yeah. You got little bucks in your pocket. You got some monies in your pocket and your bills is paid. You got food in the fridge. You're all right, and everything is all right. You're not sick and you're happy. That's heaven. You can't get no better than that. What you want? You want what else you want? got a good husband, you got a good wife, everything is happy, lovey-dovey, and you working, and Allah blessing you with it. What more do you want? No, but when you're in hell, you have no peace, fighting, arguing, knocking over chairs and benches, calling each other all kind of names and under the sun. We call it. That's just how we are. We're made like that. The devil put fear in our foreparents and taught them to eat the wrong foods, eat the divinely prohibited flesh, hog, pig, pork. He taught us that. We don't eat pork. It's a divinely prohibited flesh. And it wasn't made to be for human consumption. It was made for the white man. Believe it or not. It was made for him, for them, to cure their diseases and stuff that they had. There's a whole lot to this. But you have to keep coming. You have to keep, all of us, we have to keep looking and going over it. Because see, we'll forget it. We won't get it to the point where we go down and get a poach out, but you know, we forget things. We have to keep refreshing, going over things to keep it refreshed in our minds, because we got so much opposition and so many things of life that we're dealing with on a daily basis, and subject to pile all on you, you forget. So you have to always keep reminding yourself and looking and studying and going over things. See, excuse me, but it's so much that we, as black people, we are the original people. We're from the tribe of Shabazz, the Asiatic Aboriginal people from the tribe of Shabazz. We're not colored folks. We're not Negroes. We're Asiatics. See, we are the seed of Abraham. See? And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was the last messenger. He was the divine messenger of God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. True and living God. He's not a spook. He's a man. Born, Master Farad Muhammad, flesh and blood. He has a father and a mother. That's hard for us to believe, because we've been in the hands of an enemy, and we were taught other than righteous. We stomped down, died in the war Christians. We were at one time, because I know I was in the Church of God in Christ, sanctified church. Not a little boy. Grow it all up still, believing in the spook. See? That Jesus was Lord. Pray to Jesus. Jesus couldn't save himself. Jesus ran all through his life when he got, forget this mission. He ran all through it, and he was ahead of his time. The messenger taught us. He said Jesus only means justice. Justice. Christ means crusher. One who comes at the end of the world to crush the wicked. Jesus wasn't no crusher, the messenger said. They chased Jesus all up and down until the crucified. He just chased him all through that. He wasn't no, he was ahead of his time. He was only a prophet. That's all he was, a prophet. So, he was a messenger of Allah. And he was born in Palestine. That's where he did all his work, in Palestine, Asia Minor. Not in America, in Palestine. His mother, the messenger, taught him, brought him up like any other boy or man going to school. And he suffered all this illness, little things that other people suffered as a kid, little kid. He was a little boy. He went to school. And his mother taught him. And he said that the ignorant, the messenger say, think that he's God himself. But Jesus said, no. He bring the message of the one that sent him. He's not the Lord. See? So we have to understand, Jesus was only a prophet, a messenger. He dead. He's gone. He's not coming back. The message taught us. He's not coming back. Jesus is not coming back no more. Over 2,000 years, this man is dead. Like all the prophets. Noah, Moses, Abraham, Lot, Jonah, Job, you name them all. They're not coming back. They're gone. Once you die physical death, that's it. We're not coming back. We'll live through our offspring, our children. That's what you told us. Oh, you look just like your daddy. Your daddy been gone 20 years or now, but you look just like your daddy. That seed, that will live. Praise be to Allah. That will live. That will live. Ain't no spook. It's kind of hard to digest sometimes because it was hard for me. Yeah, it was hard for me to accept it. I'm still trying to put up a little something to try to go along with it because I still wasn't ready to drop that little habits and things I had a little bit. So I'm gonna. What about this? I try to hold on to it, make an excuse to hold on to it. But deep down, I know it's wrong. I know Islam is right, but I'm not ready to step in yet. I finally got ready, though. It's about time. Thank Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, true and living God. The white man, the messenger taught us, is the devil. Devil only means any live germ grafted from the original is devil. He's a grafted man. The messenger taught us. He was grafted from the black man. See? It took him 600 years to make him complete. But what he wanted to do on the island of Pelan, Patmos in the Bible, Pelan in the Holy Quran. You'll see it. You look right in there, he'll tell you, the guilty blue eyes. He'll tell you right there in the Holy Quran. I think it's Romans. Romans, I think it's something like that in the Holy Quran. But what was it? They talk about the Romans. What I'm talking about, it talks about the Romans. But you can look in the Holy Quran and you'll find it. You'll find it where it say the guilty blue eyes. We don't have blue eyes. White folks have blue eyes. And they tell you. So we're very fortunate, brothers and sisters, to know these things. But he knows that Christianity, he put this Christianity on us. He know that to get our people. See? Because you got to be real careful. See, this cross here, that represents death. That represents death. Where you find that at? Go to the graveyard. You see these crosses. Mary, Hail Mary, what is it? Hail Mary, full of grace, what is it? Whatever. Hail Mary, full of grace. They cross yourself out there. You at the crossroads, the best you say when you do that. You don't know which way you want to go. You can go this way, you can go that way, all kind of ways when you go down like this here. You don't know which way to go. Well, you know, this is slavery, suffering, and death. It takes a wise man, a wise brother and sister to accept Islam. Because under Christianity, you can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do, you can do it. We know drinking. The messenger told us, drinking, smoking. He taught us about smoking years ago. Years ago, he said smoking is bad on our health. He taught us that. It kills us in the long run. It may not get you right now. When we started smoking, I smoked for 20, almost 30 years. But it was getting next to me. So I remember when I went to the hospital once, my lung had 2 black spots on it. And it came from smoking. This is what the doctor told me. But anyway, I smoked the Cools. Yeah. About 20-some years. Sure did. I didn't know. I was killing myself. Even secondhand smoke. There's people that died from secondhand smoke, came in contact with secondhand. No, they didn't smoke, but come in a place where they smoke. The secondhand smoke, they say, is worse than the cigarette. People die from that. All this Drinking. It kills you. Oh, well, I just drink sociable. Well, it's going to kill you, social. It's going to catch up with you and kill you. That's how it is. Eating hog. They got that worm, that trichina. Devil called it pork worm, whatever you want to call it. It's trichina. Works his way into your intestines. Suck on your intestine. Works his way all the way through your body. Up your spinal cord. To get to your brain, that's it. It ain't been too long ago. They got a worm about that long out of this lady's brain. But he was just eating half, that ate some of her brain. Caused her to have seizures and all these different things. So they found out what it was. It was a worm, about that long in there. Got it out of her brain where you can work this way all the way up. The messenger said, when it worked your way up that, so you just about through. That's that little trichina. Oh, I got to cook hog. Cook it well done. No, you can't cook it well done. Because, see, they got a thing that protect themselves. Allah, see, they got a thing to protect themselves. It can be, they got this, what they call a little coat, little holster they get in, a little shell that can withstand that heat. They can withstand that heat. You can have it on, I don't care how high you got it. The best way to do it, you have to burn it up. Burn all the meat up, where you can't eat it. Now, if you sit down and eat charcoal with meat, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you if you sit down and the meat all burn up and here you eating it. That's how you kill him. He is that hog, that worm is made, that's his defense mechanism. The messenger know how to kill him, no. We fast, we kill him. We don't give him nothing to eat. You kill him. Eating the right food, you kill him. That's how you kill that. That's a slow death for hog eaters. And over the years, you wonder why what's happening, what's wrong with you. You're arguing, you're fighting, and going mad. That's that hog, that pig, that worm in there that caused you to do these things. It makes you irritable, makes you mad, you be angry, and you be wondering what's happening. It's that worm, that hog eater. Loud, oh, what you doing? You can tell a hog eater, he's the loudest thing in the house. He want to fight all the time. What are you doing, man? Drink some liquor. Just cut up each other. With what we eat. Yeah, with what we eat. So if you're eating all the hog, eating the wrong food, you take on the characteristics that match the other hog. He wallow all in his food. Lazy. Eat anything. Don't look up to see who feeds it. That's how we do when we get mad. Anybody tell us nothing. Want to fight everybody, cut up everybody. Something wrong with you. That's not normal. Now, we're not saying we holier than thou. Yeah, you're holy. Holy is something that has not been diluted, mixed, or tampered with in any form. So I think we not holy yet. I think we done been tampered with. So we not holy. You can act like you're holy, but if you look at it, in reality, you're not. I don't care how you act, you're not holy. Because you've been tampered with. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. We all been tampered with. We ate hog and everything else. Dealing with a whole lot of things that we wasn't supposed to do. But under this banner, Christianity, that slave-making religion, it teaches you and I that when we die, we're going to get our reward. But we get our reward while we live in Islam. No, I get our reward while we live. We're very fortunate. Some may say, oh man, y'all too strict. The restricted laws are our success. Smoking, gambling, drinking, fornicating, committing adultery, lying, stealing, backbiting, all these different kind of things. Smoking dope. You did a lot of it, didn't you, bro? That's a blessing to see your brother. We had one that didn't make it, but he knew. The thing is, we can go back and talk about these things. And we know, and I know as well as he know, that it was Islam. That's why he here. That's why I'm here. It was Islam, the messenger teaches. That's why I'm here. Because I tell you, it was rough. I know Islam is right. I know it's right. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Praise to Allah. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Some of them might not agree. That's okay. That's your choice. Stick around. You'll see. The message say you'll be the winner. I promise you that. See, I didn't promise you no smooth going. But I can tell you one thing, you'll be the winner. Islam means peace. That's what it means, peace. We don't strap no dynamite to us and go blow up something. No, Allah takes care of that. No, we're different. We're not that kind of Muslim. No, we're not like other Muslims. We have all kind of Muslims, like you have all kind of Christians. See? Church in Christ, church around Christ, on top of Christ. All kind of Christian religion. I know what we did. We went to church 3 times a day. Right. Testimonial service, all kind of stuff. We went to church. And believed it. But then sometimes you look around, you wonder, wait a minute, man, you know, it be there, but you don't have the understanding yet. There's somebody unraveled it like the messenger did, where you say, oh man, yeah, oh wow, how come I didn't understand that years ago? Probably wasn't that time. But nevertheless, you keep living and keep seeking. Allah bless you. But when I first accepted Islam, I tell you, I was a stomped down, died in the wood Christian. I know my grandmama was. Yeah, she was a stomped down, died in the wood Christian. Yeah, she said, Jesus is going to come. Jesus is going to save you. I tell you what you do. I say it all the time, let that light bill be due. Or that DTE bill be due. Or that gas bill, whatever it is, be due. Car note due. So wait a minute, I'm going to ask Jesus. That man send you a notice, okay. You got a couple on pages, I'm coming get it. I'm calling, you start calling on Jesus. Ask Jesus. Stop him when he get to the door. I'm just saying, some of our people's like that. Jesus, stop him. Help, make him put it off. And just don't pay it. See what happens. Your car be towed, you be running, Jesus can't hear you. He's been gone over 2,000 years, he cannot hear you. And we pray and get on our knees. The messenger got us up off our knees, waiting on Jesus. That poor brother ran off to the light. He walked the water. No, he ain't walking the water. You can't walk it. Get out and try to walk the water. You can't swim, you throw. Ain't no such thing as walking no water. Not literally water, like the river, Detroit River. Go out there and walk across the Detroit River. That'll tell you something that the devil lying. He'll tell you something ain't no truth, but we believe everything he say. We take it and let's say, hook, line, and sinker. We never question him. He said, now, you have to die. When you die, a physical death, if you see God, you'll die. They say now, you have, no, listen to what they're saying. You gotta listen to what they're saying, because see, they're real slick. This is the game he put. This little game right here. Right? This is the game. Okay. First of all, you got to die to go to heaven. You got to die physical death to go to heaven. You got to go down in the ground. They bury it, throw dirt all on you. 6 months, them worms, and had a field day on you. And you got to die, then you got to go to heaven. Okay, now. If you see God, you're going to die. But no, you got to die to go to heaven. How that sound? You got to die to go to heaven. Okay, now what you going to heaven for? Because if you see God, you're going to die again. That's what they're telling you. But we missed that. Now I'm gonna die. Okay, I can't get into heaven, but die. The only way I'm gonna walk the pearly gates and get me some wings and all that, eat honey and milk. I go right over there to the drugstore and get that. I'll go to Kroger, get organic honey. Yeah, I get organic honey and organic milk. See, I ain't got to die to go up there to get no honey and milk. No, I go get some honey and milk right there and drink it all day till I get enough of it. Okay, now, this is the white man. He real tricky. He's deceitful. He a deceiver. And he know how to get us. See, Islam, the messenger pull that coat out often. Okay, now, when you die, you saying you're going to heaven. This is what Christianity, this is Christianity. This is what they teach. When we die physical death, we have a funeral and everything, they say, where he going? When they say the Passover or whatever they say, he going somewhere on, you see the obituary, he's in peace up there. Okay, now, he done died to go to heaven or hell. Okay, now when you go, you done here you coming now, you living now, you done died once. Now if you see God, you're gonna die. You're gonna have to die again. Because that's what you're going up there to see. They say you're going to sit by God on his throne. That's what you're going to see. Okay, you're going to die again. Something's wrong. Somebody lying. Somebody's trying to pull a fast one. See? But see, we'll shut it out of our mind. Oh, that's okay. White folks said it. Yeah. These kind of things. They're all going to mess you down. Prove it. He done proved it. That's not good enough. They did what? Who was Moses the same way? Who made you go over us? See? These kind of things. You have to understand and look into what this man is this Bible. Yeah. That Bible is tricky. See, the messenger, he reinterpreted it for you and I. He unraveled it. The secrets what was hidden in there. Yeah. That Bible, man, is something. It's prophecy. You have to have somebody to unravel it to teach us that. Put your hand on the Bible. The devil, I swear, first thing they do, put your hand on the Bible. They don't even believe in themselves. Got you in there. I'll tell the truth, whole truth, but the truth. Here you is. You tell on everybody. You tell on everybody. Thinking you doing something for God. If you're a black man, you God. Black man is the God. Praise be to Allah. You put that Bible out and you go to telling on everybody, even yourself. But the Holy Bible, just like I said, holy is stuff that has not been diluted, mixed, or tampered with in any form. And the Bible has been tampered with. The messenger taught us. It's a good book, but you have to understand it. Words have been put in, and words have been taken from. See? The Bible has been tampered with. You can't, it contradicts itself. You just read it and it'll tell you one thing and do another. Truth don't contradict itself. Truth is plain. You see truth all the way down. Truth can always prevail. There's no misunderstanding in truth. Truth is there. You see it. 1 and 1 is 2. That's it. You can't get 3 from 2. No, you can't do that. It's mathematics. See? So if you keep telling a lie, you're going to have to tell another lie to make up for that lie you just told. Then it's going to catch up with you. But on down the line, it's going to catch up with you because you're going to stumble. You're going to stumble. You're going to forget something back there because it's a lie. See, that's what happens. You try to justify that lie, and then you lie again. Then you keep on lying. Just like white folks. Ain't no truth in them. No truth in them. We very fortunate. We follow that on Elijah Muhammad. Look at that Bible. I read it sometime. I look at it. I don't understand. I had to go back, look it up. Go back in the back. Think I'm going to try to learn it. Go back in the back. The guy to understand the Holy Quran. Oh, here it is. The guy to understand the Bible. Got it right back in the back. You don't understand something, go back there and look what the message said. He give it to you. Both the Holy Quran and Bible. He's going to tell you what's happening. He's going to break it down to you. And you break it down and see, try to get him wrong. Try to find him wrong. You can't find him wrong because he was missing by God, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. True and living God. But the devil say that Jesus is Lord. We're very fortunate. It's so much. It's something when you was with a Christian, you always can go on yourself. I never knew what that flag that was our flag. The crescent, sun, moon, and star. I didn't know that belonged to you and I. I thought this belonged to us. No, this belongs to white folks. Black folks ain't got nothing to do with this. Oh, here, oh, right here. Them Christians that hung him. Them the ones, the Christians that hung these brothers here. The one that believe in Jesus. The one that pray and believe in the Bible. Them Christian people hung these brothers. Them the one that believe in Jesus, the Lord, and all that, hung these brothers. See? Christianity, they don't even believe it themselves. It's from them. They made it up. And you got to turn your cheek. That's what the white man said, turn your cheek. If I come up and bust you upside your head, shut up, don't say nothing. You Christian, don't say nothing. Pray for me. Start praying for me. That's what he told you to do. Yeah, he told us to do that. I'm going to walk up to you and slap you and say, oh, yeah, you getting mad. Well, hold it, man, hold it. And Chris, pray for me now. I'm spitefully using you. Pray for me. Pray for the ones who spitefully use you. Pray for the ones who going in your pocket, taking all your money. Give it to him, huh? Pray for him. If you don't do that, you're a hypocrite, you're not a Christian. Take the blow. Jump in front of the bullet. Love white folks. That's what they tell you to do. Turn your cheek, brother. Let him hit you on another one. Yeah, you don't believe it. If I walk up into you and slap you upside your head, your first reaction is defense mechanism that we have. That comes with us. And when we do that, we being other than that, because it tell you but you're a Christian. Born again Christian. And that devil made a fool out of us. Made a fool out of us. And some of them got a nerve to stick their nose up at the messenger. Just think, who we would have been at if it wasn't for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We wouldn't have conscience of blackness. A true blackness, we wouldn't have conscience. We wouldn't even think of being black if it wasn't for the messenger. He the one who started all this conscience of black power, all that. Come from the messenger's teachings. Where'd it come from? Come from these cats. They stole a little bit out of his teachings and made and set up something for themselves. And if you look at everything they say, take it and go and see what the message, you'll see where they got it from. They got it from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because they ain't know nothing about black. They thought they was Negroes and colored folks from Swahili. Did we do everything, try to be everything that we're not, instead of being black? We are the Asiatic black people. White folks wish they was black. Believe me. They ain't with the message. They used to call them all the time. Hollering and begging. This was the Lamb saying this. White folks would call me all the time. Devils call me all the time. Help me to save them and help them. I say, I got to help mine. Some of them gonna make it just because of the belief that they believe. White folks, some of them gonna make it, but they won't see the hereafter. White folks can't enter the hereafter. But Allah rewards them for the good that they did on the belief. Just on belief. Because by nature, they're evil. By nature, they're unrighteousness. By nature. The root of it. But if they just believe it, accept it, and just go through the motions, whatever, believe it, Allah rewards them. And let them live a while. They'd be around, what, 1,000 years or something? Let them live a little bit, but he won't see the hereafter. No eyes have seen, no ears have heard, no ever entered the hearts of man. That's for the black man. Black man gonna see that. That's for him. And the black woman. See? Queen mother civilization. And you ever had that? There's a black woman, the queen mother of civilization. That's her. See? Yeah. Covered herself up. Look good. Dignified. Respectful. That's right. When you walk that street, you covered up, they respect you. That's right, they respect you. Any man and anyone with common sense will respect you. Because they see you decent. You don't see decency out there too much. Wearing dresses and things above their thigh. Got on the back of their pants. Touch me. Touch it. Pat it. Slap it. Squeeze it. They have all kind of names. Rub it. You name it. They have it. And they just be walking. Seeing who they can see, just here you here. Running or something. We saw that one day. Man with his wife. Woman comes switching around and he looking, running to the pole. Woman hauled out and slapped his face. Tore his car up, he looked. Boom! Yeah. Mike Tyson should have slapped him. Around here hooling. Got your queen in the front. She ain't nothing hooling for. She should have slapped him. Disrespect like that. Now what if she did? Ooh, another thing. I'm a man. Yeah, you God now. Yeah. The message take all that from you and I. Even brothers. We got a cold. We be walking around, shirt all over, wearing shorts. Oh, there's a certain way we got to be. Walk out there, put it all on the sister. You got some restrictions too. Can't be walking out like you got shorts all on, shirt all over, pants all tight. Walking like that. Standing all, shirt all over. 20 degrees, shirt all over. Pants so tight you make no sense. My brother out there said, "Boy, you walk, man. Pants so tight. Can't bend over. Can't do too much nothing." See? The master civilized you and I. See, that's what he did. That's what you call civilized. See, we was uncivilized. We were living like a savage. When you see him out there like that, dressing all like that, acting all like that, that's savage. See? That's savage. So we had to be re-educated. We had to be taught how to eat. Yeah, we had to be taught how to eat and what to eat. Yeah. Somebody had a problem with, oh, now the nigga gonna tell me what to eat. That's what they sound there. Oh, there you go. Now you can't tell me what to eat now. We need no hog. When my granddaddy lived to be 80 years old, the mess of that ain't nothing. We should live to be at least 100. Weakest one. The weakest one. Should live to be at least 100. We talking about my granddaddy died, he ate it. Yeah. You keep eating, you gonna die too. You gonna die too. Believe me. Yeah. Say, wow, what we eat? We eat butter beans. Let's say that busted line of a Texas bull. Black-eyed peas. I used to love all that. I used to love butter beans too. That's why I like the food. Messed it all up. Collard greens. Yeah, I ate all that. I'm quite sure we did it too. Some of them might say, oh, I never ate it. Okay. Black-eyed peas, butter beans, cornbread, Jiffy. You a lot of Jiffy. Jiffy was fast and quick. That was a fast death. You don't know what they had threw all up in that Jiffy. Put some butter on it, and that's it. It tastes like eating sandpaper, some of them. Yeah, cornbread, black-eyed peas, butter beans, greens, ham hocks. Yeah, liverwurst, spam. Spam. Yeah, that's hog, spam. Any byproduct, that's a byproduct. Hot sausage. Yeah. Smoked sausage. Italian sausage. Any kind of sausage from a hog. It's byproduct. That's pig. Ham. All that. See, the devil knows once he get our people on that stuff, he know it'll be hard for us to come off. See? Yeah. We got to be real careful. And they tell you, don't eat no watermelon. They make fun out of you eating watermelon. Yeah, they say watermelon. You act like you a stew. You ever look around and see who eating watermelon? They've had painted the brother's face real black and his lips white, and he eating watermelon. That's the fruit of the gods. That's what watermelon is. Eat plenty of it because it's good for you and everything. It do everything for you. Watermelon. But the devil put your little black brother down there with white lips and he eating watermelon. He grinning. So you don't eat none now. You don't eat no watermelon. Now I don't eat watermelon, man. Tongues eat watermelon. Oh, wise man eat watermelon. Fruit of gods. You grow all over Asia. It's Africa. Yeah. You go see watermelon everywhere. That's right. The devil, he didn't know how to plant. The Indian taught him how to. He couldn't even have no sense enough, open the ground up and drop something down there. He didn't know how to do that. Indian, he can't stand him. He hate him with a passion. That's our brother. The Indian. White man, you talk with forked tongue. He tell you, crooked tongue. Yeah, you right. You talk with crooked tongue. We know it because the messenger taught us about the white man. He taught us about all Christianity and what he done did under Christianity and made us Christians. And really got us believing, and we'll fight in it. We'll fight for it. Got us believing all that stuff. They tell you eat the wrong food, eating 4 and 5 times a day. Yeah, it kills you. Because our body, our stomachs have to have rest also. The digestive juices always going to have you eating all the time. You got to get out of rest. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's constantly digesting our foods. So it got to rest sometime. Hell, you eating it all 24/7, it ain't give no rest, and then it burn out like any other thing. See? But Christianity and Jesus, that's one of our people's biggest hang-ups. That's one of their biggest hang-ups. But they ain't coming around a little bit. You know, they finna say, white man, you the devil. If you not, you sure acting like it. There's a whole lot of things you doing, that's what devils do. We'll see in a minute. Islam clean you up. Divide yourselves of the devil's habits. That's why we give them 6 months to clean up and divide ourselves of the devil's habits. smoking all that drink. When you stay away from that hog, you start acting right. You start looking better. You start treating yourself better. Stay away from that hog, the pig. Put them squares down, as we used to call them. Smoking one pack, cut it down till you stop it. Then you'll find yourself inhaling a little better. Your lungs begin to get a little better. Your wind begin to get a little better. See, that's that smoke. That's what it is. And it's hooked. They put that nicotine in there, so they drop that little nicotine in there. That's what hooks you. And then they add a little something to it. See? See? These kind of things, brothers and sisters. Why I ate so much hog once I didn't know what I used to love hog. Trying to figure out a way how to catch that on it. You can eat everything on the hog. You don't throw nothing away. Even his feet. That pickled pig feet. That pickled pig feet, you. That sticky stuff. You be getting it? That's pus. That's pus from the hog. That we used to get real sticky stuff. We come from the hook from back. That little holes get clogged up and they squeal. That pus ooze out of them. They have all over here. Just yeah, man. First thing we used to do, we get high. Go get us a pickled pig feet. So we know it's going to sober us up. We never asked ourselves, you go get some hog, eat your hot sausage, hot tamales. You be sober as a judge in a few minutes. That just goes to show you how powerful that poison is. That's poison. Just think you're lucky to be born in a nation, man. Where so many pig ears to make your head swim. Pig ears. Every day. We used to beat each other home. Eating them pig ears. That's right. So you be fortunate when you get to know the truth. You thankful. You grateful for that opportunity that's given you. Allah bless you and me to have. See? If you think I'm lying, go check. Check on that hog. See all the kind of parasites it's got in it. I do it all the time. I had to quit one time, boy. It's scary. All kinds of parasites that we have in our bodies. All kinds. Right now, they in the air, breathe, things that we touch, hands that we shake, parasites. And they said they got some of them in there, they got some sticky stuff, some kind of stuff that stick on them. It's hard for you to get them off. And then some medicines that you use, they come immune to it. It don't even bother some of them. They shake it off and attack again. But the messenger gave us the solution to the problem. He gave us the solution to the problem. He said, fast the last 3 months, last 3 days of the month. He said that helps you what? To relieve some of the poison out of your body. 3 days, 72 hours. And he said that in order for you and I to be healthy and strong in this world and live a long life, you have to eat 2 or 3 days. Every 2 or 3 days. Not once a day. He said every 2 or 3 days. Now you can eat once a day, what I'm saying, but he said be strong and healthy. He said because when you eat in 2 days, that's give you better than that 1 day. You feel more better and you're more stronger. He said, but Allah told him that if you eat once every 3 days, he said you will never get sick. Never get sick. So that take care of the parasites. That take care of all of it. Because the messenger was a divine messenger. He gave us everything that we need to know to go for ourselves as a nation. None of us should be sick. Not one of us to be sick, including myself. Yeah. Walk around sometimes, knees all messed up. You gotta eat right. I know why. You know why it's happening. You just sit down and think about it, man. You sit down and think about it, and you mess everything we do to ourselves. So the white man ain't did as you. You did it to yourself. Whatever it is, whatever ailment I got, I did it. Because I know how to eat right. I was taught how to eat right. The message said life don't begin until what? Until you start eating right. You said when you start eating right, you start acting right. When you start eating right, you start thinking right. And you be right. That's eating. It's a lot in eating. Yeah. Yeah, so we very thankful. This is a divine, this is God knowledge what we have here. And it's for all of us, because being Muslims, in my conclusion, being Muslims, we can get sometimes, we might eat a little bit, but every time we overeat, it's a consequence. We might get too much, we might eat too much. Then what? We suffer. Our stomach start hurting. Why? Because we done ate too much. But we know you're going to walk around, man, my stomach hurting. Why is my stomach hurting? You just ate a ton of stuff. Why is this happening to me? Why am I so dizzy? Man, you just ate. You ain't gave the food chance to digest yet. You tell me why you so dizzy. Oh, why I'm so faint. Yeah, message slide from that table. We ain't got no excuse. We try to look for, you know, I'm good to it. You try to look for, I ate a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to go and get this. Belly about to bust. I just got to have this. And I'm going to eat this. Now, I know the brother's telling you now, look, man, put it down, wait till tomorrow. You know, just put it back in the refrigerator. You just wait till tomorrow. But you can't do that. You just can't eat it. You just can't eat it. Then you eat it. Man, I shouldn't have did that. Now I only hear it. You know, she told you, your stomach telling you, fool, leave it alone. Go to tomorrow. Or wait 2 hours from now. I just gotta get it. Can't stand no wait till tomorrow. Your stomach hurting, your head all hurting, you're looking crazy. That's what happened with disobedience. Disobedience. There's a lot of things that I wanted to say, but I lost God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. You know? I thank you for coming. I thank all of us for coming. And pray a lot of what I said, that we all got something from it. Wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings or nothing like that. It's just the truth. The messenger gave us the raw truth. And that's what we need. As people, we have to love each other. We are a black nation. We're brothers and sisters. And we're not Negroes and colored folks. We're Asiatic black man from the tribe of Shabbat. Assalamu alaikum. Praise be to Allah. Tell him, Brother Bob. My brother next to me, I'm a year older than him. So. We did a lot of things together. A lot of good things, too. Wasn't all bad. But we did some good things.
Brother Sister rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live, the alone do we serve, the alone beseech for thine help and aid. O Allah, guide us on the right path of those upon whom thou bestow thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray if they heard thy teachings. Say he, Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness to none deserved to be served, worship to praise beside Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was that true servant and last apostle. Ameen. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us not to do anything to anyone. We wouldn't have done it to ourselves and treat everybody right, even the devil. So I'm like,